Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and yep, we got ourselves another Pokemon TCG live online match for the week. I did manage to put together a pretty interesting idea using another one of the Pokemon-GX from the Guardians Rising expansion with just a few days until Burning Shadows comes out and is playable this Friday. I'll see if I can do some sort of a day one pre-release type of thing for myself in the online game, but we still have today and hopefully tomorrow to be able to show off the last two Pokemon-GX that have not really had a chance to shine yet on the channel. So this week's video, I shouldn't say this week because there's going to be a couple hopefully, but today's video is going to feature, as the deck title deck title indicates, I guess, the Melemele Guardian, which of course the Guardian of Melemele Island is going to be none other than Tapu Koko-GX, a lightning-type Pokemon, 170 HP. It is a basic, of course, and the ability of Aero Trail. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, during your turn, you may move any number of lightning energy cards from your other Pokemon to this Pokemon. I shouldn't even say cards, technically lightning energy, which could mean rainbow energy, it could be double dragon energy, although that wouldn't really work because you're not a dragon type, but anyway, anything that provides lightning energy can move on to Tapu Koko-GX. If you do, switch this Pokemon with your active Pokemon. Now, the Sky High Claws for 2 lightning and a colorless does 130, kind of basic damage, and for 2 lightning and a colorless, Tapu Thunder GX, the GX attack, this attack does 50 damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. That could be pretty decent if they're going to be doing something like Gardevoir EX, or what else has a lot of power, like Xerneas Break, I think. And there is Darkrai possibilities. I think Darkrai EX has a move like Dark Pulse. All these things, if they have energy on their field all across the way, we can do some good damage with the Tapu Thunder GX. So I've only got 2 of these in the deck. I wanted to have a third one, but I realized I have a sort of sneaky strategy I want to try to make use of in this video, and that is going to be to focus on another Pokemon that I have wanted to use for quite some time, just never had the opportunity to do it. It's going to be Golisopod with the Armor ability. Basically, this Pokemon, as it says, takes 30 less damage from attacks after weakness and resistance. So it's like, it's just got a built-in Hard Charm plus half another Hard Charm. And Resolute Claws for a Grass and 2 colorless, 80 damage plus, if your opponent's active Pokemon is a GX or an EX, 70 more damage. That's 150. And you will see, I've got Choice Band in this deck as well, so that's going to be another 30. Golisopod could take down a GX, an EX, in one hit, if everything works out well. 180 damage. So I got 2 Golisopod and 3 Wimpod. For energy acceleration to power up both of these Pokemon, I have got a couple of Vikavolt with the strong charge ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a grass energy card and a lightning energy card and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. 2 energy cards being accelerated from the deck. A third one can be played from hand. It's going to be pretty cool to power these Pokemon up very fast. An Electro Cannon. I'm not really going to use this for attacking, I don't think. I usually say that. Turns out I have to. So Vikavolt might fire off some Electro Cannons. 150 decent damage and discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. It does take a lightning and 3 colors to do so. So I've got 2 Vikavolt. I've only got 1 Charger Bug and 3 Grubbin. I do have rare candies, as you'll see, though, to help evolve up into Vikavolt. So the idea here, the sneaky strategy, I'm hoping, first of all, I hope I have no mulligans. Chances are I'm going to, because this is the Professor Chaz channel. But I don't want the opponent to know I have Tapu Koko-GX just yet. I want them to think, and I'm going to focus on using Golisopod for the Resolute Claws. And as I have enough energy in play, at any moment, if I can somehow get myself Tapu Koko in hand, play it to the bench, move the lightning energy onto it, take the active spot, and start dealing damage with our Guardian of Melemele Island. It's going to be a neat little surprise. It's almost like in the video game, the cutscene where Hala is walking along on the mountain, and suddenly UB02 shows up, and out of nowhere, lightning strikes. Tapu Koko shows up to save the day, or at least continue the fight using its guardian power. So we'll see if that plays out. Now, looking at the energy, just briefly, I've got myself 5 basic grass, 5 basic lightning, not much more to mention there, just for energy acceleration purposes. I was going to consider maybe double colorless for some of these things, but I thought, nah, let's just do the energy acceleration. Basically, a double colorless would be nice, but we're going to be attaching 2 energy using Vikavolt regardless, so plus a third one if we have one in hand. Now for the trainer cards, I got a couple of big Malasadas in here to heal 20 damage and a special condition from my active Pokemon. A couple of Evo Sodas, because there's some Pokemon that have to be evolved up, of course. 2 Field Blowers. Now, interesting thing with this is I can of course get rid of the opposing Pokemon's tools or stadiums, but I could also get rid of my own tools if I have, so say for example, I have a choice band attached to my Tapu Koko. I could Field Blower it away and attach what I have another tool of is the Fighting Fury Belt, which does provide effects for basic Pokemon. So Field Blower, I say, is very useful in almost every deck, just to get rid of the opposing tools, their stadiums, whatever you want to get rid of. I've got 2 level balls to find any Pokemon of 90 HP or less, anything except for the Vikavolt, the Golisopod, and Tapu Koko itself. A couple of random receivers to search from the top of the deck and reveal cards until you find your first supporter and then take that into hand. At first I was thinking, why do you have to reveal all those cards to the opponent? Then I realized, technically, you could cheat if you didn't reveal them. Like if I reveal card, and I find, for example, How. If I didn't reveal it, I could just pretend I didn't see that one and then go for the next supporter, right? So I can see why you have to reveal every card. It's kind of bad, of course, if they see Tapu Koko, well, I use that, but I'll have to see what happens. Anyways, I've got 2 rare candies to evolve Grubbin right into Vikavolt in a single turn, well, technically a second turn, but we do get to skip the Charge-a-Bug stage. I wasn't sure, like, I had 1 extra card, I didn't know what to put in. I just decided, let's just go with a Repel, you know, force the opponent to switch a Pokemon out, choose one of their basics to bring, or the bench ones to bring up. Could maybe be useful. We'll see what happens. We got 2 Super Rods to shuffle back, probably more often than not shuffling back the energy card we might be losing, because I can, of course, use the Strong Charge to power things back up from within the deck. If I could speak. And I've got 2 Ultra Balls to find a Pokemon from the deck by discarding 2 cards from hand. A couple of Versus Seekers, of course, bring back some of these supporters I'll be using. I've got 4 Stadiums, 2 different types. I've got the Aether Paradise Conservation Area. Basic Grass Pokemon, such as my Grubbin, and Wimpod as well, and basic Lightning Pokemon, such as Tapu Koko-GX, take 30 less damage from opponents' attacks. What I like about this is this provides Wimpod the same armor defense that Golisopod has. So both of my Grass-type Pokemon will take 30 less damage. Also, as I say, it helps out Tapu Koko. Now, if it turns out the opponent's running Grass and Lightning-type Pokemon, and I don't want to give them the defense, I could either Field Blower away my own Stadium, or I could play the Rough Seas, healing 30 damage every turn from each Water and Lightning Pokemon on that player's side of the field. So that is going to be, of course, Tapu Koko. Could also be Charge-a-Bug or Vikavolt. Now, I was like, I don't know if I want to put Hala in here, because I don't know how soon I'm expecting to use our GX attack of the Tapu Thunder GX, but I thought I can't use Tapu Koko-GX without using Hala. They are one and the same, basically. They are best buddies. They went to college together. They have seen every Ernest movie in history, I would imagine. I don't know. Anyway, Hala, shuffle your hand into your deck. If you have used your GX attack, draw 7 cards. If not, draw 4. Regardless, it's like a Professor Birch, except it's not a coin flip. It's determined on if you've used your GX attack or not. I've also got Lily in here to draw cards until you have 6 cards in hand, unless it's your first turn, then you draw until you have 8 in hand. I've got Lysandre, of course. Every deck needs to have 1 good Lysandre card in it. I've got N. Now, I haven't used N for quite a while. I think I did last time, but I realized I have fallen victim to... I'm using attacks on my side that say, search your deck for X number of cards, take them into hand. Following turn, the opponent hits me with N, wasting that attack and getting rid of those cards. I realize that's actually a pretty good strategy. So if I'm fighting somebody that does something like that, searches their deck for cards, get rid of those with N. Very well could come in handy. I've got Pokemon Center Later to heal 60 damage and all special conditions from a Pokemon. Professor Kukui to add 20 more damage and draw 2 cards. Professor Sycamore, tossing your hand into the garbage, getting a whole new fresh hand of 7 cards. 2 Skylas, of course, look for any trainer card you like from your deck. Wally, which is like Evo Soda, but can work on turn 1, and doesn't function on evolving a Pokemon-EX, but I ain't got none of those, so Wally is going to help out just fine. The last cards, I got 2 choice bands, of course, attached to one of your Pokemon, and that Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to the opposing active GX or EX before the weakest and resistance. And last but not least, a couple of Fighting Fury Belts, only really useful for Tapu Koko in this deck. You get 40 extra HP and do 10 more damage with attacks if you attach this to a basic Pokemon. So that is going to be the Tapu Koko, what was it called? The Melemele Guardian. I was going to call it Super Smash Bros. Melee, but I thought, nah, it's too big. We have 13 Pokemon, 37 trainers, and 10 energy cards. So let's jump in right now and see how well the first of our, hopefully, 2 Tapu decks this week in Pokemon TCG Online fare in this week's Pokemon TCG Online match. The opponent has been found. It is Kistofex with a Psychic Water type and the advantage over us. Although some water types... What's with my low Wi-Fi signal? I've got Wi-Fi. Give me the game. Although some water types are weak to lightning, so that could come in handy. So, okay. Again, welcome to the Professor Chaz channel. Wait a minute. They mulligan too, but at least they didn't get to see Tapu Koko. You see they've got... Oh, would you stop with Trashalanche, people? I don't like Trashalanche. Alright, so give me my cards. What's going on here? Let me start my game. Where's my deck? Where's my cards? Now, it's kind of weird. They show you your own mulligan, despite the fact that you've seen your cards already. Alright, they're not going to get to see Tapu Koko yet. We're not going to put it down, of course. We're going to hang on there. We got Level Ball to find one of our Grubbin. Now, of course, you got to be careful with items, because I'm not a fan of getting hit by Trashalanche. Next turn, see, I get to attack on my first turn. What happened there? Why did they get so many cards? Did I have more than one mulligan? What happened? Does it show you all the mulligans at once? Maybe they have seen Tapu Koko now. I don't know what that was. I did see an arrow next to the mulligan thing. Maybe it just does show all of them now. I don't know. Let's use our level ball. Find ourselves a Grubbin. And... I can use the random receiver to find another supporter. I'm trying to think what Trashalanche could do to me. Find ourselves Hala. I might want to make use of that one immediately, even though I have Golisopod. So this can hit me for 40 once it evolves into the Trashalanche Garbodor. I'm going to put this onto the Wimpod, just to start powering up. And if I want to shuffle away, I want to make use of the Golisopod. I'm going to keep what I have right now. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to Lysandre up this one. Because if they have a double colorless, they can power up the second attack of Garbodor. But by switching those Pokemon around, it is going to slow down their energy acceleration. Not even acceleration, energy attachment. See, there's the Garbodor. That's what I didn't want to see. Which one do we see evolve? The Active. You have a single Psychic, you can hit me for 40. There it is. And Wally. I was just say, what are you going to do? Go to Garbodor break? There's no such thing. If they benched Garbodor, there's going to be nothing but Trashalanche, are you? So it does 40 if once I evolve, I can reduce that by 10 each time. Should I reduce their hand? You know what? That is going to be what I do, because I'm going to get more cards out of this. They're going to shuffle away, go down to 6. I'm going to shuffle away, go up to 6. Now, drop another Grubbin. I do have Hala for the next turn. What I want to do... Well, I have Evo Soda. See, I'm concerned about using items because it's going to hurt me, but I got Charge Bug. I kind of need to get our energy acceleration in play. And that is going to be all that I play for the time being. So now their Trashalanche can do 60 minus 30. So they can hit me for 30 with each one. Are we going to see Toxapex-GX? Energy switch. Oh, so they're powering this. They're trying to get Toxapex-GX powered up. I see. Alright, what do we have? We got Professor Kukui. That might be the better way to go. How much can we do? We can do 120. No, actually, we can do 100 if I Professor Kukui. I'm going to Hala. Shuffle everything away and only draw 4 back, unfortunately. Don't find anything that we were looking for. So, let's give this to the Charge Bug, because as soon as we get Vikavolt, which we're going to do, I want to be able to power up and use that attack I said I wasn't going to use, because Vikavolt is not going to be on the active battlefront. But we can do 150 with whatever it's called, Electro Cannon, I believe. There is the Toxapex-GX. And there's their own Kukui. They can do... Is it 60 now? They can knock out my Golisopod. Come on. Oh, wait. No, they can't. Only 50. I did the math wrong on that one. Let's go for a level ball. Grab another Wimpod. Nope, that is not a Wimpod. That is a Wimpod right there. I want to play out as many cards as possible because I want to make best use of Lily that I can. That's the best use of Lily that I can get right there. Why do we not find ourselves Vikavolt? Although I can get rid of stuff using the Ultra Ball. Let's get rid of the Field Blower and Wally. I have Versus Secret Photo to make use of Wally there. And where is Vikavolt? There's only one in the deck. Maybe that's why I couldn't find one. So, can get some damage off with the Golisopod. Kinda want to do that. Let's grab a Grass and a... Are you kidding me? There's no lightning energy left in the deck? Ah, fun times! Okay, let's give this to... Let's give it a Vikavolt. Next turn, I can attach an energy, I guess. I've used my supporter for the turn, so I'm just going to end it there. But you get to knock it on Golisopod, I guess. I love when the deck just doesn't work. I'm still confused with all those mulligans at the start, though. What was that all about? Now, my recording schedule is not what I would like it to be. This is actually early morning of the day you're seeing this, if you're watching it the day that it comes out. See, I want to get into the pattern of recording stuff before going to sleep at night, but all this Moltres hunting in Pokemon Go has left me tired at the end of the day. I just get home and I just crash. I fall right asleep, and I don't have time to record in the evening. I would like to be out there. It is currently a little bit after 8 in the morning. I'd like to be out there looking for Moltres, but I'm here recording this. Deoxys, what are you doing here? Yeah, we're trash all answer. Now, I do have, of course, Super Rods I can make use of to shuffle back all the lightning energy that we've lost currently. What else do we find here? Well, I have enough energy in hand to power up the Vikavolt. Who have I used for supporters thus far? I've got Lily. I can bring Lily back. I might as well bring Lily back. Let's do this. Let's draw 4 more cards. We gotta find ourselves something amazing. A Super Rod's gotta show up. There's one right there. Still haven't found a Tapu Koko-GX, however. So let's shuffle back in. Golisopod. So, what exactly have I lost for lightning energy? I've got 1 in the discard pile. I've got 2. The other 2 are prized? Come on. Alright, let me think. Do we gotta use the Field Blower? No. I'm just gonna Electro Cannon. Well, I'm going to Strong Charge first. Let's get this Wimpod powered up. If we happen to find Golisopod, it'd be good to have energy ready to go and do extra damage to this. Not going to be a one-hit KO, unfortunately. But let's go ahead, Electro Cannon, get rid of this Garbodor. Discard 3 energy. Let's get rid of the Lightnings and a Grass. So if I can get another Super Rod, I can shuffle those back in and go for Strong Charge again. We've got ourselves one of those 2 lightning energy we weren't able to find. Not bad. Up comes the Toxapex. Do you like Sandre up my Wimpod is the question. You do not. You play How instead. How about that? So a couple of turns of the Super Intense Poison is going to take us down. They could also just go for the Total Shelter GX, though. No, they go for the Super Intense Poison. So we can retreat by accelerating energy. Get a Wimpod or Golisopod. There's Tapu Koko. So we can do 150 using the Tapu Thunder GX. We can power that up enough to take this thing down, not in one go. What is the best play here? They still might not know I have Tapu Koko-GX. Well, I'm going to cure the poison, first of all. Big Malasada comes in handy. What else can we do? I'm going to Energy Accelerate. Grass Energy onto Wimpod. I guess the problem is I can't really retreat, though. I don't have enough energy to do so. Skyla, what do you find for us? Give us an Evo Soda. Yes, I'll take that. Another Golisopod in play. Gotta let the Vikavolt fall. I mean, it's not really helping us that much because we don't have enough energy in the deck as it is. I'm going to attach this to the Grubbin. And we're just going to end it there. If you want to Super Intense Poison me again, you're welcome to do so. I'll hit you for a nice 150 when our Golisopod comes up. You could also, if you're smart, go for the super intense poison, though. I mean, so the Total Shelter GX. Choice band being added to the Trash Avalanche Garbodor. See, I'm using items now all willy-nilly. I'm not keeping in mind that this thing can really hurt with one Psychic Energy. I'm focusing on this Toxapex-GX. Trash Avalanche is powerful. I'll take an N. Give me 5 cards instead of 4. As long as I get my Tapu Koko-GX back, I'll be happy. Thank you! I'll take it! Alright, so the Garbodor is powering up. How much can it hit us for now? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 220. If I can reduce it by 30, which is still not going to be enough really to help us. But I did pick up the choice band. That is going right here. And we'll drop down the Aether Parrot. No, we won't do that just yet. Versus Seeker, how can you help me here? Well, what I could do... I should let the Golisopod fall, unfortunately. Well, wait a minute. Let me think. If I let the Golisopod fall to Trash Avalanche, we will not have enough energy to power Tapu Koko. So I need to get another Lightning Energy if possible. How many are in the discard pile? Both. Okay. I don't have Energy Retrieval. I can get Skyla to get a Super Rod, unless I've used both of those. I don't think I have yet, though. Come on, Skyla, what do you got here? Super Rod, yes, thank you. I will use that and shuffle back in the Lightning Energies primarily. I should probably get a Grass as well. Although I'm going to put the Vikavolt in as well. Shuffle those 3 back in. I'm not going to use Sycamore just yet. I already used Skyla, of course, but for the time being, let's get some good damage off with the Resolute Claws. 180. So you can try to take... So what can you do with the Total Shelter? You can do 120 if you would survive. You can also retreat. Fair enough, I guess. Alright, Trash Avalanche. Okay, so Little Grubbin comes up next. Have I played the cards properly is the question. I'll drop down the conservation area. We will play Tapu Koko now. I gotta hope I can get myself... Did I use my other rare candy is the question. Probably have. I'm not seeing it, so there's a chance I can get rare candy and Vikavolt. Well, I've got Ultra Ball to find Vikavolt. Just Grubbin. Let's get rid of, I guess, the Rough Seas. No, that could heal us nicely. I'll get rid of my other conservation area. Let's grab a Vikavolt for the strong charge. We might just be able to pull this off just by taking down the Garbodor. Alright, do we have enough energy in the deck? I did just shuffle stuff back in. That is all we have left in the deck. But fair enough. We've got ourselves powered up nicely to go for the Sky High Claws. Down goes 1 Trash Avalanche. Pick ourselves up a Lightning Energy. The other one that we needed to find all this time. And a Marini pops up. Have I used both Versus Seekers? Why do I keep clicking the wrong button on that? I want to see what's in the pile. I have used both. Lysandre is already in there, I believe. Unless, did I shuffle him away? No, he is discarded. So we're going to start powering this up here, then. I do have Repel, though. I haven't used that. Get ourselves another Toxapex-GX here. If I could find the Fighting Fury Belt, I could survive 2 turns of the super intense poison. Do I really need to play anything from hand? I do not think. I'm just going to go with the Sky High Claws. So I can do 150 with the Tapu Thunder GX if they get 3 energy attached, which they're probably going to try to go for. Yeah, right there. And a Float Stone. Excellent use of that. Field Blower. Oh no, you're going to get rid of my stadium? Just don't choice band yourself, we'll be good. Which attack you going for? You gonna shield yourself? Just gonna try to poison me? Okay, Ultra Ball being played. What are they gonna choose? Another Garbodor, I would assume. No, Tapu Lele GX. So the Tapus are fighting each other here. They're supposed to work together. We gotta fight the Ultra Beast, which I think the Ultra Beasts are coming in the Burning Shadows expansion. No, not this one. The next one. So I saw an image of the some of the card, not the card art, but like some of the Pokemon. And who did it show? I think it might have showed Silvally, but I think it also showed Guzzlord. There's your top shelf GX. Alright then. So 150 being done to me. Can I heal that off? No. Well, I can heal some of it. Now, this puts us at 120. A super intense poison does still bring us down. Let us Skyla for Fighting Fury Bell. I've only got 7 cards left in the deck. It ain't looking too good. If I could find another Tapu Koko, though, I could power up. So let's retreat into the Vikavolt. Discard these two. Basically, I'm just going to let the Vikavolt take the damage and get knocked out. Can I charge any other energy, though? I didn't think so. Yeah, I did the last one. Let's get rid of their Float Stone, because I don't like it. Go away. I'm going to keep my Stadium, of course. And that is it for the turn. I'm down to 6 cards. They're down to 5. Can we at least somehow, possibly, maybe, somewhat stall things out? I don't know. I doubt it. Don't get your Lysandre. Do you even have a Lysandre? Did I see it? I don't remember seeing it. You don't have it. Sycamore. Get your Sycamore back. I would love that. How? Are you really going to play how? No, you're going to haul us. You're going to get 7. You're going to go down to 4. If I could somehow stall things out, that'd be great. So power up for the Tapu Lele. Super intense poison. Now come on, if I can get the other Tapu Koko, I can switch things around and cure the poison. That's not the Tapu Koko. I'm banking it all on this one, though. Let's drop the Wimpod, because as soon as Vikavolt falls to the poison, I'm going to bring up the Wimpod. I want to be in a position where Tapu Koko can do the damage needed. Looking pretty close. If they get one more knockout on Wimpod, of course they get their second prize. This actually works out pretty good. All that energy you're attaching, I'm going to be able to Tapu Thunder you. Alright, so what can this do? 20 times the amount of energy on both, isn't it? You hit me for 100. Okay, let's heal 30 more damage. I don't want a Kukui, because that's going to put us low on the cards. But I can go for the Tapu Thunder GX. Take down this thing at least, gain 2 prizes off of that. Got a Vikavolt and a Wimpod. Nothing really helpful. So if I can get one more GX knockout, I win this. Of course you're going to bring up that. Do you have the card you need to evolve up into Garbodor? Kukui, this is your last turn. It's coming down to the wire. You found the card you needed! Are you kidding me? No! You know what the odds were of that? But at least you kind of saw, I guess, some of the Pokemon I was using. You did get to see what the Resolute Claws does for Golisopod. You get to see what Tapu Koko-GX does with all of its attacks. I guess despite the fact that that was a loss, that is still a pretty good match. We got to see a lot of stuff back and forth. Didn't really get to see what the Tapu Lele does, so that still leaves it open for me to try to make a consistent, that's the word I never think of, consistent deck using Tapu Lele GX on our own side. But I'm happy with that, despite the loss. We got to see Tapu Koko-GX in action, and we saw Golisopod do some stuff too, so good game to my opponent. So despite the loss, that is showing the power of Tapu Koko-GX. Didn't show it off as well as I could have liked to, because what is with Trash Avalanche? It's not the only attack in the game, people. It is powerful, though, I can't deny that. But we got to see the Guardian of Melemele Island in action. We got to see some cool attacks being fired off. We got to see Golisopod, which I've wanted to use for quite some time, as I said. The armor is really cool. The Resolute Claws with the right item attached, doing 180 to a GX. Pretty crazy stuff. Now, of course, that does leave us with one GX left to take a look at, hopefully tomorrow, is Tapu Lele GX. This is going to be tricky, because first of all, people don't want to give this card up for almost anything. So I got to see if I can really do some wheeling and dealing to get the cards that I need. Try to put together a deck strategy using the Guardian of Melemele Island. But, of course, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to drop a like down below. If you have any suggestions on how to improve this deck and streamline it, make it more consistent for anyone that wants to try to make use of Tapu Koko themselves, leave comments down below. Like, this is not really maybe a mainstream idea using Golisopod and Tapu Koko. So if you've got ideas for how you use Tapu Koko-GX in your decks, you can leave some comments below. Help out some folks that want to try to make their own Tapu Koko deck. Your suggestions could help them out with making a really competitive kind of a deck. So I guess that is it, except for code card. We got a Fates Collide booster pack code card down below the face cam. Again, same deal as always. Come here to Pokemon TCG Online. Come here to your redeem codes feature in the shopping cart and get yourself first come first serve 10 card booster pack of Fates Collide. See whatever cards you get out of that. I've got another couple of cards or codes coming up, maybe as a big finale for the Guardians Rising. I'll give out 2 next week. Don't quote me on that. Not next week. What am I saying? Tomorrow, I'm saying, hopefully. But in the next video. I'm used to doing 1 video per week. That's why I keep saying next week. But next video of TCG Online, I might have those 2 codes to give out. Let's see what happens. But I guess that is going to be a wrap. I'm going to have some more fun with this deck offline, though, because I like using these 2 Pokemon in conjunction. The whole Aero Trail, Tapu Koko comes from out of nowhere, absorbs the energy and flies up, dishing out at least 130. It's some pretty cool stuff. But we are done, as I say. So, if you want to see some more videos from Professor Chaz, click on some of the links during the outro to other videos, as well as, if you want to subscribe, you can click on my face and get your daily Pokemon content, sometimes more than once per day, from Professor Chaz here on the channel. And I guess that is going to be it. Thanks again for watching today's video, folks. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I will catch you next time.